So last week we were talking to your dad, and he thought you should put a breathalyzer on your phone, which I think is genius.
Yeah.
I think we should put breathalyzers on our dicks. Thoughts?
Media.
No, because if I can get a nut, I'll take anything. But real talk.
Yeah, we had that vampire chick last week. I was like, dude, that just looked.
Yo, people were like, "Are you seriously? Would you seriously bag that if you could?" I'm like, dude, I'll bust a nut anywhere, wherever I can.
I think the thing that would be fun is, you know how sometimes with like people that have the breathalyzer on their car and they'll get somebody else to blow on it. I think if you did have a breathalyzer on your dick, it would be kind of fun to get a chick to blow on it to get it. I guess it has to be like in a case though or something, right? Because then if the chick's willing to blow on your breathalyzer and your breathalyzer's on your dick, chances are she's probably down, to take the case off or whatever the situation would be, and have a party. Well, how would you blow on it? Here's the thing: is how would you blow on it yourself?
I don't know. It's never a situation I've been in, so I don't really know what to say at this point.
Like, if I put it on my dick, I have to be able to blow on it to get it to work.
Like, is it for me to make sure that I'm like?
I think it should
okay,
be. I think it should be for you. But then I thought, yeah, it should be for you. But then also, so you just don't. So you avoid issues with being at parties and hooking up with chicks, and then them saying they were too drunk before. If you have to have a certain BAC to hook up with me, then that's kind of save that will kind of save you in a way too. I swear we should come up with some kind of a cone or something you have to put on your dick, and you have to blow on it in order to use it. And I think the chick should have to use it. So then when they say, "Oh, I was wasted," you could say, "Actually, your blood alcohol level was 0.06. So you were in a perfect. You just regret banging this dude, and that's on you."
I guess I don't know. I feel like that's too touchy to get on. I'm not gonna be involved with that. Next subject. I don't know.
I think it should be. I think we should put it in development right now. The dick breathalyzer, which is also 100% going to be
Dick
the name.
Breathalyzer promo code abcolemancomedy if you need
Dick Breathalyzer. Episode 6 is going to definitely be called Dick Breathalyzer.
Dick Breathalyzer. Okay, I'm with it. Go ahead, do your thing. You're the boss. I was like, producer Joe is the boss, so that's what he wants. That's what he gets.
Do you watch that show Love Is Blind?
No, but it's popped up on my Netflix. Like, I've been thinking about doing that. It's been in my recommends.
My wife watches the shit out of that.
But I don't understand what it is about. I'm like, are these blind niggas looking for dates?
That would be kind of funny. Could you imagine finding that many blind
like
people?
Stevie Wonder's like,
yeah.
Like Ray Charles is like, Georgia, where you at, girl?
So it's like, so they have all these dudes and all these chicks, and they get together and they do. It's just like a voice interview. So they sit in a room, but they can't see each other. They can't, no silhouettes, no nothing. They can only hear each other. And I think they can't ask what the other one looks like.
Damn.
Because I was like, I'd be walking there. I'd be like, how much do you weigh? How tall are you?
Yeah, bitch, you got corn on your toes?
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm going for. I'm like, what's your toes look like?
I'd be like, what color are you? Where, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then depending on the color, you ask different questions.
Are you beige?
Yeah. But I'd be like, so I was telling my wife this. I was like, the first thing I would ask is like, what are you? How much do you weigh? And then like, if you're black, like, do you straighten your hair or do you let it natural? Because for me, like, straightening hair that's a no-go for me. I don't like that at all.
You like the natural.
Yeah. Like, why would you hide something that's unique to you?
Yeah.
I love. Oh fuck! I fucking love curly hair.
I
love it.
I don't know. I think it's sad to say for me, but I take anything I can get.
So you just walk in the room, you'd be like, "What's your name? Will you marry me?"
Yeah, literally, it's that.
And that's how you meet. So you go on all these like voice dates, and then you quote unquote fall in love in 2 days with somebody you've never seen, which is retarded. And then in order to see the person, you have to propose to them. And then all the proposed people at the end of whatever the fuck it is, I don't really watch it. At the end, all the proposed people get together and they all hang out and go on vacation. But then what happens is the people that you talk to, you get to see everybody you talk to. So if your dude or your chick comes out and you're like, oh shit, love is not that blind. And then you see the person you didn't connect with and you're like, that guy's fine or that chick's fine. So that's when like a bunch of turmoil kind of, it's such a girl show.
I think that's fucking fucked up. I think that's pretty messed up. That's a messed up premise. Why do that? Because in all honesty, it's like, so a perfect ideal would be to be like, okay, I can hear your voice. If we mesh together and we're vibing with each other, I don't care what you look like. But it's like at the end of the day, like you want someone who looks good. Like,
yeah,
you want to be with somebody who's fine and meets your standards. So it's like like that's why I think it's kind of like fucked up to be like, oh, but then here it is. It's some like gargantuan chick.
No, but that's
like,
so. I will say one thing. Nobody's ugly.
Yeah,
they may not be your type, but nobody's ugly. I was saying I was sitting with her watching a piece of it last night. I thought it would be funny as shit if they have like 3 or 4 just fucking dogs, just ugly ass, fucking fat, gross. That would be funny.
But that's how you know that show's not real.
That would be funny as shit.
That's how you know that show's not real. Because if they was really real, they would make the everyday person.
Oh yeah.
Go through a Love is Blind test where you hear somebody on the other side, and say if it's somebody who doesn't like big chicks. Like for me, I would love it if it's a big chick. Like I'd be like, oh my God,
carry me home.
Yeah, like because I know we eating good, baby. So like, so my thing is like,
you're not. She is.
We both is
like,
because
you're like, where'd my hamburger go, bitch?
Don't worry, baby. I got the capital. I could buy another one. Like that's like that would be in my mind. I'd be like, okay, you want 2 burgers? Okay, we both getting 2 burgers.
I just want one.
I just want you to sit on me.
I think that'd be a hilarious skit video. Is do it, but with a super ugly person. But then you have to talk somebody into, hey, guess what your part is in this? You get to play the part of super ugly person.
You know what a skit idea of mine was? And motherfuckers, if y'all take it, y'all know where y'all heard it first from, okay? My thing is this. Like, imagine being on a blind date and then like, but you want to like know the premise of the person who you're about to go out to meet. Like, oh, this is his name. This is his what he does for a living. But like imagine like like your ideal chick just sitting there waiting for you at the restaurant and you pull up on an electric bike. You just pull up on an electric bike.
Looking at her face, you would know immediately if this is going to work or not. And if it works, but if it works really well, what do you put the chick on?
Because that's real life for me. that is so close to home.
But so let's say the date goes well. She's like, I'm cool with a bike. Where do you put her if you guys are gonna go home?
Well, bitch, you're gonna sit on the handlebars. I'm gonna notch it up. I'm gonna pull the lever, and we're just gonna go straight up to whatever hotel we can go to if it works out good. But 9 times out of 10, it don't work out that good.
So do you show up with 2 helmets just to make sure, just in case it works out well, or do you?
I'm not even that prepared. I'm more prepared for the criticism to where it's like, all right, well, fuck you. I'm just gonna ride off.
You just show up ready to leave.
Yeah, like I show up ready to leave. I show up ready, like I'm already hostile.
Or do you park in the back and you're like, oh, I didn't see you come in. You're like, oh yeah, I parked in the back.
Yeah. Oh no, I Ubered here because I figured we would get drinks. That would be my excuse. But then like, I'm not paying for an Uber, so like I run away. I scurry off to the back.
She sees you at the light after the date, and you're on your bike with pressing the crossing signal. And she's in her car
on cruise mode. My life.
What does AB stand for?
It stands for Alabama.
Like the state?
Yeah. Real talk. I wish it was something more extravagant like Albert Braxton.
What's the B stand for?
It stands for the Bama. So it's literally the Allah and Bama. That's literally what my name means.
So your whole first name is Alabama?
Yes,
because I'm first name and middle name.
I'm A.B. Coleman the fourth. Yeah, I've had this story told. I hope
your family's from Alabama.
Like, yeah, so that's where the first.
Be like, no, Mississippi.
That's where. Well, that is the second. I mean, well, you should know. Like, my grandmother's from Macomb.
Yeah. But the listeners don't know.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, like I got family from Mississippi, which is, it's funny that you bring stuff like that up because the other day I was talking to one of my coworkers. She fine as hell. She was like, I could find anybody. Like, I could find anything about you on the internet. And like my dumb ass was like, nigga, please, like, let me see that shit. And then she straight up looked up my name. She found my older brother Kyle.
Oh wow.
She found my sister Nitisha. She found me. She found my sister. She found my grandmother. And then she found my mom. She's like, did you live at this and that drive? I was like, how did you find that?
What do you work for with detectives?
Exactly. It was so disturbing that she found all this information. She said my mom's middle name out loud. And I just was like, how did you know this? This is stuff I've never told her.
Wait, but did she see your name as Alabama Coleman?
No.
It sounds like a fucking blues singer.
So that's like, right?
Alabama Coleman?
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Dude, let's get some sunglasses and a guitar.
So my grandfather, I asked my grandfather about this.
Alabama,
I was like,
Alabama the second?
I was like, what? Yeah, Alabama the second. So I was always curious about what AB stood for. I was like, what does AB mean? What does AB stand for? That's a question I get asked more times than I would like.
I thought it was gonna, because I knew you were the fourth. I thought it was gonna be like Aloysius or something, because it,
No, that's what Drew. That is what my cousin Drew says. So don't believe that. Like you've heard that. I know you've heard that from my cousin Andrew.
Well, there's only so many like generational.
He calls me Aloysius Bernard. So that's
a strong name.
That's like what he always says, because we're from the South. So he's like it's Aloysius Bernard the fourth. I'm like, my name is not Aloysius. Everyone believes that. My cousin Drew, that's oh my God, I love that guy.
I would totally believe it.
I love that guy. But like, he always is like, oh, it's Aloysius Bernard. But that was my childhood name. That was our name from growing up. He used to call me because everyone knew what my name stood for. And so like, I asked my grandfather one day, I was just like, what does AB stood for? And this is AB Coleman the second.
Right.
So like, I was like, what does it stand for? He said that the first AB was a slave from Alabama, and so they called him Alabama, but AB for short.
So like, he got sold to Mississippi, or he was just from
No,
Mississippi?
Alabama.
No, I mean, but like they call, but wouldn't everybody be called Alabama?
Like
all the slaves?
Pretty much, but this wasn't Mississippi. This is not my grandmother. My grandmother is from Mississippi.
Your dad's side's from?
My dad's side is from Alabama.
But then wouldn't everybody be called Alabama?
I don't.
It's like,
I don't know
like shit.
The real meaning of that. Like, he just was like, oh, the first AB was named Alabama because that's where he was from. I don't know how slave owners work. I'm not a slave owner, bro. I don't know how they work.
Let's buy a slave and then see what we want to name it.
I'd rather not do that.
We can treat them nice. We don't have to be mean.
I still rather not do that.
But it'd be kind of cool.
For you, maybe. But for me, not so much.
I'm used to it. You get to do it for you.
Me, not so much.
I've been, my history. Been there, done that.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. I mean, Christopher Columbus. I mean, he was Italian.
Hey, we found all this shit. Now the only people living in teepees are homeless people.
Yo. So on Columbus Day, they were like, "Oh, it's Indigenous Peoples Day." I know so many Sopranos that are so mad right now.
Well, and also the day after Thanksgiving is Indigenous People Day. So what are we doing? How many do they need to get? And I like, it's like, but the thing that's funniest to me.
What's messed up is I'm Native American and black, so like both of me is just like
I can get with that.
I can get with it, man. Fuck Christopher Columbus, nigga.
The funny thing to me is, have you been in a meeting? This is only within the last year. Have you been in a meeting where they start the meeting and they're like, I want to pay respects to all the people that occupied this land before we got. Have you been in a meeting like that? One, if it starts like that, fucking, I want to shoot myself in the head.
Oh, man.
But two, they named like 10 tribes. And it's like, how the fuck do you think tribe number 3 got that fucking land, dummies? They took the fucking land from tribe number fucking 2, and 2 took it from 1. You guys are acting like, oh, you want to borrow this land now? Here you go. Here you can borrow it.
I think a mistake is to like not acknowledge the fact that like other countries took over other. I mean, look at what Russia and Ukraine is doing right now. That's literally conquest.
Right.
That has nothing to do with anything political. That's literally conquest.
For sure. Well,
everything that we have today is based on conquest.
Dude, Genghis Khan killed so many people. He changed the temperature of the earth. That's insane.
His grandchild, Kublai Khan, did the same thing.
And there's some crazy number like he's like 10% of Chinese people are related to Genghis Khan because he raped so many people. It's some insane number.
And not only that, but like his grandson pushed the idea of I don't care what religion you worship as long as you serve me.
Yeah.
And I think like that's hard for me. Like Kublai Khan is one of my most like
he's your idol.
Yeah, like I love Kublai Khan. Because he was like, I'm not fucking with none of that shit. I don't care if I'm a Buddhist. I don't care what you worship, but I will cut your head off if you don't pay me tribute. Yeah. Like he had Christians, he had Muslims, he had all kinds of people within his empire. And it's just like, for that, it's so raw to me that you were like, I don't care what you worship as long as you pay me my gold. Like I fuck with shit like that where it's like, go ahead, worship whatever you want to worship, but you know who you kicking up your 10% to.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the Romans did it too. The Romans would come in and build a bunch of shit, and like as long as you didn't cause any problems, dude, who gives a shit?
And then people were like, oh, but what happened to Constantine and all the other shit? I was like, Mehmet was like, oh, fuck that Roman Empire shit. We're going to run with the Ottoman Empire. And then the Ottoman Empire came in. Yeah, nigga, I do know my history. Motherfucker, I do know some shit.
But I can't, I hate how people, just to circle back to the Native American thing, I hate how people act as if this was such a unique situation.
It's not.
It's the history of the world.
That's what I'm saying. There's always going to be oppressors and the oppressed. That's just the way the world is.
Yeah.
There's always going to be somebody that takes over from the last thing. And it could be somebody who's more nobler or anything like that. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just like...
Well, what's noble to one person is not
exactly.
I
mean, I'm someone who's a big stance of evil is just a word that the ignorant and the weak has made. I mean, that's just something that I believe. Like, I'm just like calling somebody evil or something is just something that the ignorant and the weak say. You know, and that's just what I view about that.
Well, if the only evil is outward, if you never can look at your own whatever it is, yourself or your group or whatever, and go, yeah, we've done some pretty fucked up shit too.
Yeah, but I still am with what I said. I very much think that stuff like that is very contrived of the people that are losing.
Yeah. So I think just before we go further, I think we should explain that it's not snowing in here. It's just cold because we're in a garage and it's like 50 degrees, which is why I converted my garage into a studio so we can do this. But you're dressed up warmly because it is literally cold. It's not.
Oh, it's really cold.
This is not an image thing.
No,
it's cold for real.
But I do want to show off my plushie, a little Anya-chan, for my anime fans out there.
I'm gonna cut that scene right there, and I'm gonna put a little breathalyzer down there.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
That's
like
the cover.
You gotta blow this one time before you get with me, so we can make sure it's real.
Hey, did you hear that when Elon took over Twitter, Amber Heard, his ex-wife, and also Johnny Depp's ex-girlfriend, ex-something, and her Twitter just like deactivated, like it's gone. He took it over and just fucking deleted her Twitter.
Look, I'm gonna be real here. I'm probably gonna say something that's probably gonna get me flamed. But fuck Amber Heard.
Who would give you shit over that? She pooed in the bed and tried to take down freaking
like Johnny
Crybaby.
Like you're trying to cancel Jack Sparrow? Fuck you.
Yeah. What are we doing?
He talks to kids with cancers. Fuck you, bitch.
That did not do her career very well.
No, what the like? You're trying to cancel Johnny Depp?
Hey, do you know anything about the beef? And I don't know this. I just looked up a headline. Do you know anything about the beef between Drake and Megan Thee Stallion?
No.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of Drake, I like him and 21 Savage new album that came out last night. I was listening to it last night. I was about to talk about it today.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it pretty. I like it, but it's not better than him and Future's album. I will say that him and Future put out a classic.
How long ago was that?
That was like 6 plus 5 plus years, and it was fire. I love that album. This new album with 21 Savage, it's okay, it's good, but it ain't the best he's put out. I'll say that.
You listened to the whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah. What's the best song off the album? What number?
I think it's track number 3 for me. Because I was listening to it in order. Track number 3 to me was probably the best. I didn't memorize the names of it because it's very quick to like forget the names of them because they all kind of sound the same.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Since like the whole like iTunes thing,
Yeah.
I don't know the names of anything.
Yeah, like all his songs kind of sound the same with him and 21 Savage. It's like it starts off like him singing, but then like you do a trap beat like right then and there. I mean, I like that, but then it's like for every song though.
Yeah, it's just they have a formula.
Yeah. So
all right, to bring it down a little bit, let's talk about Houston bowling alley dice argument. Innocent bystander.
I mean, that's literally what Takeoff was. He was an innocent bystander, to be honest. That's what he was. It's really sad because he was 28. He didn't even live to see 30. And he was in the millions. Like, oh my God. It's so, I think for us, like us as a community and as a whole, it's like, why are we glorifying dice games? Like, why are you, like, nothing good happens after midnight. You and I both know this. Nothing good happens after midnight.
Well, and a lot of bad shit happens around dice games.
Like, and you know, he's not even the first rapper to get killed over a fucking dice game.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to go out.
Like, you did Bad and Bougie, you did Walk It Like a Talker, you did Versace, and you die being an innocent bystander due to a member of your group being involved in a dice game at a bowling alley. That's where you die.
On Halloween.
On Halloween. Like, it's not, like, it's sad, but it's also fucking stupid. Why put yourself in that position? If I'm making millions off of just my voice alone, I'm not going to be anywhere near that hood rat shit.
Well, it's like if you've worked so hard to be successful and be iconic, why are you even putting yourself in a position where you're around somebody that would get so angry at a dice game that they'll shoot you or shoot at you or shoot at somebody with you? Is like,
it's like, you ain't got the security. Like, who's around you?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why? Like, because I heard it was a stray bullet from his camp. It's like, why do you have somebody that doesn't even know how to aim properly? Like, what's going on here? Like, what are we talking about? It's fucking stupid. It's sad and it's fucking stupid. It's like, and I know who, and you know who's gonna feel it more? Quavo, who was also there.
Well, he was the one in the argument, right?
You got a family member killed, man.
He was arguing with the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they're like, oh, he walked away. Who gives a shit? You were there to begin with. You were in the middle of the game to begin with.
Yeah.
You're just the cause of it as the guy who shot.
A little less.
No.
A little.
No.
A little less.
No.
Well, Quavo's not going to jail for that guy, for him getting shot.
But you were there. You were instigating it. You were also arguing with the said person. It doesn't matter if you walked away from it. Why were you there to begin with? You know your status. You know who you are.
Yeah. Total,
So no, accountability needs to be on him as well. I'm not with that. Oh, like, oh, well, he tried to walk away the best he can. Why the fuck were you there to begin with, dude?
Didn't they just put out an album together too? Like last week or
they just
like,
had a music
like literally.
They put out a music video the day of the shooting.
That's rough.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid. You got a family member killed because you were losing at a dice game and you couldn't shut the fuck up. That's what happened. And I don't care if his fans come for me or not. Who gives a shit? Your cousin's dead, dog. Over what? Dice? Snake eyes? The fuck?
Yeah.
That's stupid. Makes no fucking sense. It's senseless on all points of the board right there. It's senseless on all of them. Everyone there that night. And first of all, fuck whoever was filming him having his body on the ground. Fuck you too. You didn't even went out there to help him.
Oh,
You just
that's such like such a perfect instance of things now. There's always the one person who's
filming. It's like, why the fuck are you filming? Why are we like? Why aren't we going for the people who are filming situations like this? Why are you filming this? This isn't history, my dude. This is a human's life being in danger, and who knows? You probably could have helped him.
Yeah. You're not calling 911 with that.
You're not calling 911 with it. You're fucking filming it. You're an asshole. That's my thoughts on that. I think it was senseless and it's stupid, and we lost one of our great artists of this time.
Yeah, that's always
on dumb shit.
That's always the roughest thing when somebody's young and you know they're gonna.
He didn't even live to see 30.
Like they have another 15 years, 20 years of putting out stuff that can change kind of the trajectory of music.
So fucking stupid.
That's always a rough one.
So fucking stupid.
Like
he was young. He was 28.
It's different when like Michael Jackson dies and he's like, however old he's old. He's not changing music anymore.
Past his 50s.
Don't say Prince. Prince wasn't doing anything.
No. Don't say that.
Prince, Tom Petty, Prince, Michael Jackson, they were done. They're icon status. They're top of the top of the top.
Because Prince had an album that he was gonna come out with before he died, and the thing is, you know my family, you know my mom.
I know.
So like, don't say anything about Prince. 'Cause I get very defensive about Prince. I'm like, nah, that's a king. I saw him when I was 16 at the HP, and that changed my life forever.
So the little guy up on stage with his big old guitar,
and he was doing every instrument by himself. He had nobody there back him. So for that, like alone, like one of the greatest artists of all time that 100%. I've ever seen
100%
is fucking Prince. So I don't take any dissing his name slight. Like no, don't talk about Prince.
He played like
like that's my guy, man.
he did a solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps with, I don't remember if it was like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't remember what, but it was such a good solo.
But that song and Strawberry Fields Are Forever for the Beatles, for that, like,
yeah.
My Guitar Gently Weeps from the Beatles, that's like something for me that like hits me. And then also like Strawberry Fields Are Forever, like forever would be like,
yeah,
like what I think. So it's like the Beatles, Prince, Michael Jackson, and Rick Astley.
How did he sneak in there?
I love Rick Astley. I just wanted to give him his flowers before he dies.
Shit.
Hope God forbid though. Like I hope Rick Astley's all good.
You still alive?
Yeah. Oh my God. Ain't no stranger to love. I fuck with Rick Astley, y'all. I fuck with Rick Astley straight up, dog.
All right, since we're already kind of down here on kind of dark shit anyways, did you know that Oregon has a law that the state will help you assist your own suicide? And what are your thoughts? I mean, like some girl had like PTSD and they allowed her to, and she was like 25 or something, or 26 or something.
And they allowed her to kill herself?
Yeah. Well, like they assist in it. I don't know what the levels of assistance are, but I think like you go to a facility and you kill yourself and then that's it. Thoughts? Oregon's a fucking weird state. This is a weird ass fucking state. Like you think it's super liberal, but that's really only in Portland, and it's not really liberal.
That's
because they don't want people to do what they want to do. They want to control kind of what you're thinking, and they light shit on fire in front of the mayor. That's a fucking weird. And then you go east, and it's like Proud Boys, and it's a weird ass state.
That's fucking dark, bro. What the fuck?
Could you imagine being a parent and the state okayed your kid's suicide?
That's
Probably without telling you first too. That's insane.
I don't know. I don't agree with it, so I feel like my opinion.
Just suicide in general.
Yeah, I don't agree with suicide. So that's like, that's hard for me to like comment on because I think that's like.
Oh, how about this then? Okay, the Parkland shooter. Would you agree in his assisted suicide?
I already believe he should have got the death penalty.
But so I think that the death penalty is, I think you died. This sounds bad. I think you die too easy with the death penalty. So I think living in prison for 60 years is pretty shitty.
But that's how it is on death row a lot of the times. It's like you're scheduled to die. Well,
depending on the state.
I just don't think you should give them all the comfortability that anyone could afford in society if they're going to die. If they're going to die, I give them nothing but peanut butter and jelly and water, nigga. That's all you're getting from me.
No water.
Like, not even that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And water because it's the humane thing to do.
If you could pick out, if you could bring back a way, like a death penalty from any time in history.
Stoning.
That would be it?
Stoning, straight up. You getting stoned or hanged. Or the executioner's block.
They did this. I went to this thing long time ago. It was like the torture museum. It was like a tour. And they had this. They had three things that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Give these motherfuckers the guillotine in this bitch.
Yeah, but that's not bad. That's fast.
Okay. Fuck it.
Okay,
it's fast, but the terror in their eyes
Still
when
fast.
they look up and see the blade.
Okay. Just wait. Wait till I tell you these three. Okay. There was one where they would hang you upside down. They would tie your feet to two different trees, and they would hang you upside down and then saw you in half, starting at your taint up. So all the blood's flowing to your head. So you don't die until that saw gets to your freaking heart.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
I agree with that.
They had this thing called the pyramid where you would, this is kind of weird because you have to build this big pyramid just to have somebody sit on. So like their butthole goes into the pyramid and then they like weigh down your arms. So then you're slowly having this pyramid like split you in half. That's a pretty rough one.
That's rough too.
And then they had this thing called the pear, where it literally looks like a pear. And you either, for like chicks, you put it up her cooch, or if dudes or chicks, you put it in their ass, and then you open it up, and it's like, it's like a Venus flytrap. Like it just opens up. So it's in your guts and then opens up. But the going in couldn't be great either because it's the size of a pear. So if you shove a pear up your ass and then it opens up and rips your guts out, that's pretty bad too.
I like when you got 4 horses, right? You tap
Ordering.
one arm right there, one arm right there, your leg right here, your leg right there, and just let the horses run and then split you apart.
But now you
that
just
is exactly what Nicholas Cruz deserves.
Yeah, but people just go to sleep now. So it's like,
Yeah, when you're like, we're gonna make sure you don't feel anything. We're gonna put this in you.
You're just going to bed.
Lethal injection. I don't really fuck with lethal injection. I like when they used to electrocute motherfuckers, and I want that shit to be like Green Mile, where you don't even have
water. No water.
Like you're just fucked up.
Yeah, it's like so it's not. It's inhumane to kill somebody.
But that can also be a dark road you lead.
Well, you're already
the victims' families.
You're already,
you know.
They don't have to see it. They don't have to watch. And they're not making the decision. You're making the decision as the state.
Yeah, like I don't want to, because who am I to tell who deserves what punishment or what?
So now you're against the death penalty?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just think that's not a decision I can make. I leave that to my betters,
Are they better?
If you know more about law, then kind of, or if you know more about like anything than I do, kind of, yeah. I don't think I should make that decision. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, that'd be then you that's on your conscience too.
Yeah, like cuz like my morality stance is like, yeah, you deserve to die and you deserve to die in the worst way possible.
For sure.
But I don't think I could make that decision.
Right, yeah, until it comes down to be like, "Oh, I have to be
I have to be the one to make this?"
Oh, I'm putting the pair up his ass or
Oh, yeah, it's like that. I could ask for the executioner's block all day long, but I'm not the executioner swinging that blade.
Oh yeah,
that's my thing on
that's
that.
the thing too, and I think that's with like a lot of things. It's a lot easier to say something than to actually
do something.
I don't want to be the guy sawing the guy in half.
Exactly. So it's like for me, it's like but like if I'm being honest, like the Parkland shooter guy deserved far worse than what he got. You know, far worse than what he got. Life, you get to enjoy things that other people didn't have to, and you killed kids, my dude. Like you,
do his parents have a role in this?
See,
because you raised a fucking maniac.
Yes, but then also no, because at a certain point, it's on the individual for deciding to do said things. It doesn't matter.
He was what, like 19?
Yeah,
18, 19. You can't even rent a car until you're 25.
It doesn't matter. Like. It really doesn't matter how your parents were. It really doesn't, because like you're making that decision to take human life, and why? Because you were mistreated at home?
Yeah, but there's levels of mistreatment. I mean, there's some.
I didn't hear anything about him getting fucking beat.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm just saying in general. Like there's some pretty fucked up situations.
Yeah, but I feel like for him, his parents shouldn't be called so there's another shooter whose parents bought him a gun. That I think they should be accountable for.
They got arrested though, right?
I don't know this guy's name, but yeah, his parents were in trouble for
buying a crazy fucker gun. Yeah.
Like for that, I'm with.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you?
Yeah, what the fuck are you thinking?
What the fuck are you thinking? And they got it, and they bought it for him for like a present? What the fuck?
Yeah. Go do something good with it.
Like, yeah, you should definitely be in jail. Why the fuck are you buying your son a gun?
When he opened the gift, he's like, oh my God, I could kill so many people with this.
Yeah,
Thanks.
All these children I'm going to murder with this.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Finally.
Yeah, shit like that, yeah, I believe they should be held accountable for it. But if your son just decides to shoot up a school without your notice, first of all, how do you allow that? Like, how do you allow your son to have this evil plan in your mind and not know it? There's nothing. There is nothing I could have planned or did that my mother didn't fucking know about, and then I wouldn't even tell her. But like she would know something's off.
Yeah, but not everybody has good parents. That's my point. That's my point.
Man, true that.
Shitty parents.
You're right. My mom was the best parent anybody could offer. And my dad too. He was very like astute on his judgment and what was going on. He's like, no, you're not gonna be doing any of that weird shit. And he was like, he wasn't even the best of people. He was just like, you're not like you like he would be like, oh, you're gonna bully somebody? Then I'm gonna punch you in your gut. Like, that's kind of how he was. He was like, you're not gonna fucking take off your frustrations out on random people.
Yeah, you're not gonna be
like fight me if you got some beef with me. That's kind of how he raised us to be. So it's like if I have a problem with anybody, I just go straight to said person. I don't take it out on little Mary, little Sue, little Jenny, little Craig, little David. I don't take it off on anybody else. I just, whoever I got beef with, I'll run on up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
This one, I don't even know what to think with this one.
I already seen the thumbnail.
To the windows, to the walls, to the sweat drop down my balls. All these bitches roll. All these bitches roll.
This guy has nice tits.
Oh, skeet, skeet, motherfucker. I
don't know if they should be out, but he's got nice tits.
Skeet, goddamn. Oh, skeet, skeet, motherfucker. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn.
He can sing.
Look at this trans man.
That's the thing. Is he? Is he trans or is he just?
He looks like a trans man.
Or is he just loose with titties? I can't tell. Is he trying to?
Bro, if you're trying to garnish views, have a little more self-respect for yourself. Like, cause you know what he's doing. He's like, look at me, and like I'm fat as shit, but I'm gonna sing.
But he has like real tits. It's not like just fat guy tits. Like it looks like he's got boobs. Like he's got like a breast implant or some shit.
Nah, man. As soon as I seen the beard, everything down looks straight up ugly to me, bro. I can't.
But he's got hairy titties, but he's got like real boobs. You think he wears a bra, like a sports bra when he goes out?
I hope he doesn't.
There's a lot going on there.
I don't want to know anything.
He can sing really well, but I'm so distracted by the titties, I'm not paying attention.
I don't even think he can sing really well. I just
not
don't.
bad.
I don't want anything to do with this person. To be honest.
So you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't. The fuck? It's not like the other one last time where she had the wig on.
Which one?
The one where you said, "Oh, this is definitely a dude," probably.
Oh,
where
that,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
that one. I'm like, you know, if the lie is great. Not gonna come here with a thicker beard than me, dude.
Someone just shot a hole through my apartment.
I can relate. Last year, my teenage son was sitting right here when our neighbor across the street was cleaning her gun, sent a bullet through our front window, missing his head by this much.
It's a really good book, by the way. It's Tim Ferriss' book.
What was the point of that?
Just talking about near misses with errant gunfire.
Oh,
I can't imagine being in either situation where somebody's shooting up through your freaking apartment or somebody's coming in through your house. That's crazy shit.
yeah, that's which is a problem. That's a problem. That's a big problem with today, man. But that, I don't know.
Bullets go far. I don't think people realize that. Like, if you ever see the shit like on New Year's where people are shooting guns up in the air, it's like, hey guys, gravity.
Yeah,
They're coming down someplace.
they're
Geniuses.
well with them. It's like when they shoot it up, the velocity of it coming down, it kind of takes a lot of the impact out, but it's still hot.
The fucking bullet?
Yeah.
If you shot it straight up and it came back down, he's going to kill you.
Yeah. If you just shot it straight up and
And
just let the bullet,
Came down and hit you in the fucking head, it's going to go in your head.
maybe.
It's going to go in your fucking head, dude.
I've been around niggas that did that, so I can't really. Like,
Not you, though, right? Not you, though, right?
no, I would never.
Fuck that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, who would do that?
Fucking crazy. This is, I found a chick for you.
I already see who you're pulling that. Okay, yeah, that is my type of shit. When he calls the cops on you,
A win is a win. I don't care what y'all
He calls the cops on you, but that is your, after you saying that freaking crazy bitch from the show last week is your type of chick you want the attitude, that's what you get. That's what you get. You get 911 at your house all the
I
time.
love crazy women. I don't know why. I just love crazy women.
Keep it exciting, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't like how she's smiling when the cops got her though. She's like smirking.
Dude, she's crazy. She's crazy.
I love that.
You got a boner right now after watching that?
Yeah, man, I love that energy. I love that.
All right, if
I ain't gonna have you, no one will.
that's a crazy shit coming from a girl. That's some weird shit. Oh,
Holla at me, ladies. If you like that.
Hey, send you this chick's number.
Hell yeah.
You just go straight to the source.
She be my number one supporter.
Okay, this next chick, I think the false advertising some of these chicks can do with their makeup, I think should be freaking illegal. I know if I woke up the next day and I didn't recognize who the hell the person is in my bed because of their makeup skills, I would be pissed.
Damn, yeah. It's like that She-Hulk episode.
What the fuck? It's a different chick, right? That's a different chick, right?
That's not real. That can't be real.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the one chick with no teeth that does that? She puts her teeth in her hair, and it's like a complete. Like she goes from like homeless, just awful, to a hot chick with makeup and teeth. Well, I mean, teeth kind of a big deal. If you have no teeth, that's a big deal.
But that
I don't know, man.
that was big night and day. That was big night and day differences.
I would feel like I woke up and there's a stranger.
And
I don't know if I would necessarily flaunt that if I, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't. You're a deceiver at that
That's
point.
insane.
You're a deceiver.
But that's like chicks with Spanx. That's very deceiving too.
I fortunately have never seen I fortunately never have
Spanx
I've
and
never
Wild.
so I'll be real. I've never gotten with a chick who wasn't what she was when I've seen her.
Okay.
So I've never been deceived. I've never had the unfortunate stake
Yeah,
of
so,
waking up to her and her not being what she looked like the night before.
So most of the chicks are not like club chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hook up with club chicks for said reasons.
For that reason.
Because I don't like who likes being lied to? No one likes being lied to unless unless there's nothing that's gonna happen after that. But I'm always the guy that once we hook up, I want to see if you want to get breakfast after or you want to get lunch the next day.
Yeah.
So
You're a
I'm
gentleman. You're a
I'm
gentleman.
expecting the same thing. I'm not I'm gonna hit you and then dip off and we're not gonna see each other. I don't really have one night stands. It's just not the kind of guy I am.
Gentlemen.
I guess.
See if this shit plays.
So after 4 years of marriage, is it really that big of a deal to find out that your spouse has sucked off over 100 dudes before you got hitched? I mean, is it really that big of a deal?
No.
Or is my wife just overreacting?
Curveball.
All right, that threw me for a loop. I thought it was gonna be not what I thought it was gonna be, but I still agree. Nope. I still agree.
That's funny as shit.
I still agree. It is funny as hell, but I'm still with him. No, it shouldn't matter. I'm with you now.
Yeah. There's a lot to unpack there.
That was a lot. I wasn't expecting that. Was a big curveball. I thought he was his wife sucked hundreds of D and
So she must be good.
But he's like,
It's him.
it was me.
He's teaching her techniques. He's like, no. Do it like
But
this.
then the way he looks, the aesthetic of the redneck vibe, I was
100%.
just oh my God.
Yeah, that was a very well delivered joke. Or a very well delivered truth.
That guy's funny. I admire that. Yeah. Be funny with it. I fucks with him. I fucks with that man. I fucks with that
That
man.
was a huge human being.
I
Just
fucks with that
fucking
man.
mollywopped
I
the
fucks
side
with
of
that
his head.
man. I fucks with that man. He was probably going on a walk and then seeing some little nigga doing some dumb shit. And he's like, I'm gonna smack the shit out of this kid.
And he did.
And it was deservedly so.
He sure did.
I hate when people do shit like that, all in public. If I'm doing if I'm minding my own business and you're clearly disrupting the peace by doing some fuck shit, you 100% deserve to get smacked. And I'm tired of these kids doing these TikTok shit, walking up pretending to fart behind you. I will knock you out doing some shit like that on me, bro.
The fart thing's funny. The one that would get me is the guy that goes up in your ear and goes,
Yeah, yeah.
dude.
Or he goes,
dude.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no. Fart, please. Don't do fake fart. Don't do that shit.
if
man.
you walk up on me and I'm minding my own business in Rite Aid
Yeah, really.
and you just pull up in my ear and I hear, oh yeah, you're getting hit. Male or female, you're getting hit.
Dude, I saw one of those TikTok influencers, and I didn't know who the hell they were. It was just some dipshit in all these bright colors with these little tiny glasses, and he's dancing around we're in the middle of Florence, and he's fucking dancing around. And my daughter's like, "Oh, I think that's da da da." I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" Just a total look at me spectacle, and it looks, oh god, it's.
I hate that. trying to do anything for attention for me is lame.
But
Anything?
But it's one thing to do something for attention to the people that are there. He's trying to do something for attention for people that aren't there. That's like a whole other level of fucking weird to me.
But
I get it because your numbers are.
I don't know.
Dude,
like I maybe I'm new to the game at this.
But you're a weird. I feel like you're gonna be a different type of person if everything you're doing is for the reaction of people that aren't even around.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
fucking
you're
weird.
like, what are you doing this for? Like, we're doing this podcast to talk about comedy, to talk about what's going on in the world. But I'm not gonna go out there and just start doing the whatever dances to try to make people like view us. I'm not doing that bullshit.
What's gimmicky?
Like I don't like I feel like you're lame when you do that.
It's total gimmicky.
I feel like you're not interesting yourself.
Right.
You have nothing to offer to this.
Yeah.
So let me put on clown shoes? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't Barnum and Bailey.
All right, here is one last one. This is a science lesson in case you didn't know.
Ooh, Bill Nye.
A Christian friend of mine said that sex between two men was wrong in their eyes. I said, you're quite right. It's supposed to be up the bum.
Just in case. No.
That joke was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie. That joke was actually pretty funny. All right. Anything else?
No. Questions, comments, bookings.
You know where to go to. abcolemancomedy@gmail.com, right? Or abcolemancomedy@gmail.com.
abcolemancomedy@gmail.com. We got some stand-up we're doing this week. And
Yes, we have the improv, ladies and gents.
this will be out after that. But we did the improv. It was great.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Fucking murdered.
What he said. But I will say this. I'm gonna start showing up at the Caravan. I was gonna be at the Caravan this week, but circumstances are what they were.
Diarrhea is a circumstance.
Hey man, don't DoorDash Wiener Schnitzel, chili cheese, beanie corn dogs, and a chili cheese tamale.
You were just asking for diarrhea. You were begging for it.
Promo code AB Coleman.
Wiener Schnitzel. Clean your guts.
I was hungry. All right. Well, that's it. That's all, folks. I'll see y'all next week.